So yesterday I did a video reacting to some leaks that dropped regarding The Boys Season 5, Episode 7, which will be airing tomorrow. I thought I got all of them, but there's apparently been one more about which I did not know when I made that video. This one seems to have been released quietly about 4 days ago, but it's just gaining new traction and actually just came to my own attention today because of a scene from the trailer for Season 5, Episode 7, which I believe was released just yesterday. And since it is a rather major leak, I wanted to react to it as well. And this leak is that the Deep will be unalived in Season 5, Episode 7, and will actually get the exact type of poetic send-off that people have been speculating and hoping for him to get for, I believe, a few years now. Anyway, the leak holds that after the Deep unalived Black Noir 2 in the last episode, which that is still, to me, the most ridiculous unaliving scene in this season, and possibly the series also, he gets afraid and goes on the run from Homelander, which I don't understand why he would not just tell Homelander that he unalived Noir 2 for being a traitor and causing that disruptive oil spill in the previous episode. There's probably evidence that he did it. But then again, this show has basically established that the Deep, time and time again, is an idiot. So anyway, according to the leak, the Deep tries to hide out in the sea while he's hiding, running from Homelander. But that backfires because all marine life forms now hate him because they blame him for the oil spill caused by Black Noir 2 in the last episode. Possibly in light of how he went on national television and possibly international television as well in that episode to talk about how oil was good for the sea at the request of Homelander and Sage. And the fact that all marine life might hate him now was teed up and telegraphed and evidenced in how during the last episode Jeremy the Fish told the Deep, "We know it was you," before expiring. But anyway, all the aquatic animals confront the Deep, according to this leak, in the sea and threaten him while he's hiding out there. He begs for mercy, but they attack him anyway and drag him off into the abyss of the sea, and presumably intending to unalive him for revenge. And that's the ball game, basically. They unalive him for revenge for what he did, even though it's not necessarily shown on screen. And if this leak is true, then it would leave me feeling pretty much nothing. I mean, on the one hand, I do think this would be a slightly disappointing, if not poetic, end for a character like the Deep, who I do think deserves to go out with a bit more ceremony than this. I do think he was a main enough character to deserve a higher caliber type of end. Like following Black Noir 2's completely ridiculous and illogical and anticlimactic and underwhelming unaliving scene at the end of last episode, to get this one for the Deep would just feel to me like the writers are hardly even trying to build in satisfactory conclusions for really any characters who are not Homelander and Butcher. But on the other hand, right from the start of this show, I never much cared for the Deep. There was the way that he SA'd Starlight and shattered all her dreams of heroism in practically that one moment in Season 1. And this was back in Season 1 when Starlight was actually a well-written character and when I liked her enough to care about bad things that happened to her versus cheering for bad things to happen to her like I do now in Season 5 and in Season 4. Anyway, there was the way that the Deep never meaningfully apologized or tried to make amends for how he treated her. There was his general idiocy. There was his general cowardice in the face of particularly Homelander. I personally am not a fan of idiot characters in entertainment, and I enjoy cowardly characters even less. There was his annoying and offensive bro humor and style, his kiss-up nature regarding Homelander, his casual approach to the problems of others, the running joke about his enjoyment of depraved acts of S with marine life, which got old just about the first of the many times it was played up during this series. Then in Season 4, there was the way that he actually developed into more of a murderous and condescending villain with an appetite for violence against particularly those who were weaker than him. Just all told, the Deep was always an empty character to me at best and an annoyance that I just wanted gone at worst. He never really came across as a compelling villain in the way that Homelander did, or even a villain deserving of a more redemptive or more fleshed out arc in the way that A-Train did. He's pretty much just an evil fool and a joke to me. And if this leak is true, then I'm just glad that Season 5, Episode 7 will finally deliver the punchline, if not slightly disappointed by the underwhelming nature of that delivery. But at any rate, that's enough for me. I want to know what you think. Sound off in the comments below. Definitely share your own opinions about this potential leak. And when you're done sharing, don't forget to like and follow for more.